Neriman, a Kurdish refugee from Afrin, had to choose between leaving her village or joining the PYD, the Syrian offshoot of the PKK terror group. It has now been 5 years since she made the escape, but she is still afraid to reveal her full identity, as she has relatives back home who live under the PYD.
We cannot go back before these terrorists leave. The PYD took all of our land. They took our land and turned it into a battlefield. I hope God will punish them for what they've done. This experience has worn me out. My children's lives have been turned upside down. They no longer have a school to go to.
Neriman now lives with her family in the Turkish town of Kirikan, near the Syria border. She says they couldn't bring anything with them when they fled, but that she's happy they somehow managed to survive.
My son was with the Free Syrian Army. He was 18 years old. Then the PYD captured him and said, "You are Kurdish. How could you join them instead of us?" They put him in prison. I have 2 sons. That was my older son. I was sick and so was his father. I asked the Free Syrian Army what they can do to save my son from the PYD.
Neriman now works for this humanitarian foundation. She says it's her first job ever, and she is learning new things. Turkish officials say around 300,000 Kurds have fled from Syria to Turkey since the beginning of the war. Many are from Afrin. They say they were forced to cross the border just behind me and leave everything they had behind after the YPG seized their villages. But more people are expected to leave Afrin to escape the ongoing fighting between the Turkish army and the YPG. Some of them are headed to the areas held by the Syrian regime, and the UN says aid is ready for 80,000 people. Others are moving east of Afrin toward Azaz, which is held by the Free Syrian Army, fighting alongside Turkish forces. The Turkish government says it's prepared to open its border to those fleeing, and that the Red Crescent is on standby to take care of their needs.
Mainly the Afrin, the settlers will head to Azaz, the east part of Afrin, and we are getting ready for 50,000 IDPs in Azaz. In the meantime, we are setting up new refugee camps in the Azaz, rural Azaz.
Neriman says she can no longer dream of going back home, as long as it's in the hands of the PYD, and that the mountains of Afrin, though visible from Kirikan, would remain further away than ever. Nafisa Latic, TRT World, Hatay, on the Turkey-Syria border.